Oh. Okay, that all seems to work. Yeah, okay. Let's continue with the coding. Been some more days than I planned, but I did like... Actually, I would have had all day free on Tuesday and wanted to stream all day, but then I did a bunch of like chores that I would need to do, so that definitely stopped me from streaming at all. But at least they're all done now, so less to worry about. I'm not even sure if those things, like, it's more to-dos than chores, but I don't know if that's, like, in English a huge difference or not. And if chores would only be like washing clothing or something, but I don't know. Anyway, that definitely is another reason that I don't 100% know what the plan was. So hopefully those comments will help me. Continue here and use the new bird library. Oh yeah, bird library. Right, okay. So basically we want to make this thing into a graph that we then can plot and make this with Everpolate, so I can do the interpolations with that one. Oh yeah, and this does not have TS support, so I'll need to check how I do that, and then when I get return times, definitely always type them out and not have like implicit typing for them, so that I have safety as soon as I leave calling that function, because I don't want to actually go into that and like do the typing for it. I think it's not too hard to do that, but just annoying and won't help me a lot, so we're not going to do that. Okay. Let's see. Can I scroll in? I can. Okay, I guess we just read the thing. Let me drink before. That's like the one disadvantage to stream in the morning after getting up. Like, I either sound weird or my throat is not free yet or something like that. Hi Miwa, how you doing? Hope you had a wonderful day already. I saw your food. It's looking amazing as always. Yeah, how is it going? Yeah, I'm just reading stuff here now and then see how I can use it for the BingoSync stuff. I don't know if I gave you a rundown already on what I plan to do here and how that should work. If you want to hear that, just tell me, then I'll give you the rundown. Apply provides a set of common interpolation algorithms, implementations given for the interpolations are also interpolations for extrapolation. It is written in JavaScript, so it could be used in web browsers, Node, and so forth. Installation usage we already have, I think. Yeah. Documentation, value interpolation. Considerations first and then the value interpolation. For this doc, we consider following denotes. Is my mouse lagging somehow? No, it isn't. Huh. X, some arbitrary value, x the set of elements that are all smaller than the next x. Okay, the set of n value for which the value x are known. Okay. And then n such that it's the function of f. Or the value of the function of f. Of x, sorry. Okay, so basically this is our y value that we want to have, and these are the x's that we want to give in. So if we now, so basically these are our, I should open Paint again. That's not Paint as I want it to be. Oh, I don't have Paint. I think I only have GIMP. Let's open GIMP. New. Yes. Okay, so I should also not do it here, but do it on my tablet and stream that, but it's just not set up and would waste time, I feel like. Can you see that? Yeah, you can. So if we have like this and have a graph in there, then basically what these x and y values are, they are like the relevant turning points, basically. So if we have these points, this would be x1, x2, and so on, and in total would be big X, and the same in that direction, where the total would be big Y. And then basically these are the sample point, and the algorithm will do the interpolation between these points. Okay, for value interpolation, value x is the one that we want to get, or even an array of values. And then we have our sample points, and we have this C thing where I'm not sure what the C thing is. Interpolation's missing points for the function fx with a constant value C. Okay, so we get value as a function. We use it with the points we want to get. A lot of sample parameters. And nothing in the end. And then for these points, for 12, we should get 10. For 3, 3, which would be here, we should get 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, should get a 1. We get a 10, we get a 1, that works. And for the 9, which should be after the 8, we should get -3, which is not the case. That's interesting. So maybe this one does not extrapolate? Because I would imagine getting a -3 there. And for this, where 0 is infinity, oh, and everything else is 0. So I guess this is maybe the outer scope. So when it extrapolates, it will give this value. Which kind of makes sense. Which also means that if we would go to below -12, we should also get null. Can we also, we have this on GitHub, right? So we can look into the code of value. Value. fill value. You can't see if I do it like that. Damn. Okay, maybe like this. Okay, fill value. Points to a number of set of points which the steps will be calculated. Set the distinct x values and the distinct y values. And then we map that interval border left, help, find interval border index, okay. Function value x, interval border left. If it equals the point, wait. So is it not only there but always constant then? Because that sounds to me like even if we would do for this one, I don't know, 0, no, 1. 1 isn't in the array of x's, so it would return null. We should test that. So let's take this. Let's get us a value. X value number. We do this and get value. And then I hope this works and does not override itself. Maybe I should just get evaporate as like EP or something, and then EP dot value. I'm not sure yet. Okay. We do this, and then what I would want to know is if I pick something that is not in here, which would be a 1, not in the axis. It would be so nice if I had the tablet set up, because I could so easily show and draw what these things look like. If I want to do that now on the doing the T, I would want to do that on GIMP on the PC with keyboard and mouse. That would just look so bad. Okay, tea is prepped. Cozy, comfy morning tea. Does it return the value, or does it... Let me move that over here again. Yeah, it does return the value. So we could just do return of that, which needs to be... And I'm not sure if it will always be an array. Yeah, it always returns an array. Interesting that this actually... Oh, it's only the comment. I was wondering why this seems typed, but it isn't. So this is always an array of numbers, I would expect. Number? Huh? Wonder why that not works. Let's see. Convert any array to number array in TypeScript. I have to pick up my Nana from barbershop. See you later. Okay, have fun with that. I hope she is happy with her new fresh cut. I think I today have time to also watch Pup again. Couldn't for 2 days. So yeah, see you there. I think. Always happy to see you dropping by. So yeah. Till later. Parse int, parse float. Interesting. So I would need to do a mapping, I guess. I meant any to number where I 100% know that in the array there are numbers. It's just from calling a JavaScript function. Can use an assertion. Okay, so I can do as numbers. As number. Then I guess I don't need that. Cannot find. Oh, we are missing this. I wonder if I even could have done that now without that part. Oh, cancel. So that would even work. But I like it like this to make sure that it's asserting if it's not that. At least that's what I expect from them saying assert. Type assertion in this way mean that you're taking responsibility to ensure that the array actually contains numbers. If there's a chance it might contain non-numeric values, you should perform appropriate checks for validation before making the type assertion. Oh, okay, I think that's good. So we have a return value now, and then we want just to console warn red. And then just randomly in the app, I don't know, right at the start, we do intip, which will be an interpolator. Come on. New interpolator. I think that doesn't need to have anything else. Except it must be exported, so we can actually export. Oh my god, export. So we can actually get it here. Okay. And then you do need input type. Oh yeah, I see. Doesn't do anything yet though. And then we do int value. Does it return any? It needs an X, okay, or whatever. And then this should. What's the problem? Export value imported as value was not found and never played. Possible. Maybe this is a problem. Okay, export value. Imported as value was not found and ever played. Possible exports. But it's here. It's here. Why can't I? But it's fine with doing that there. Or maybe this ignoring is also ignoring the other stuff. Step function, linear function. Oh, now it's, okay, now it's on that one. Let's fix that first and see again. Let's try to find this, why this is happening, but possibly, that's some JavaScript, TypeScript problem. I mean, they do it differently anyway, right? They get that thing with required. How's it exported here? It's just value, not exported at all. Module exports value. Module exports. Okay. Yeah, I know too little about JavaScript to understand what that does or does not. But it looks to me like that should just work, maybe, especially if linear does work. But I mean, we can try something like this and then see if that works. And if not, we just do the required as they suggest in their explanation. Okay, also not working. Then what is their proposed usage? Require evaluate.value. So not even here. Value linear. So let's do that still to have this link, have a place for that link. But then we do other stuff. So value should be evaluate value. So is this fine now? I mean, it seems like no. Value is not a function. Value is not a function. It is. Damn it. Can I do that again? Can I do that again? Okay. That is a name from the Everplate library, but the value is not exported in that library. In the Everplate library, it seems that the available exports are, if you want to use value, you might want to check the documentation or source code library to see if it provides such value. It does. If you still have trouble, please double check. Okay. I mean, I can just implement the value thing myself, right? So if that doesn't work, no need to enforce that. So let's see if linear works. That's like way more important. And if that one works, then like fuck that one. Don't need it. I just found it neat to have like the same library for that entire thing makes it simpler in my opinion, because normally you can just trust that that would be correct, right? And just see, okay, external library doing interpolations. Nothing more to think about that, just accept this is linear interpolation, done. Okay, let's see. Does it accept that? It does. And then if we F12 this now and reload, we get a warning with something. Warning. Each child in a list should have a unique key prop. I'm not sure if that's our warning. It's not our warning. Let's fix that real quick. Couldn't I do it like something like this? And then ID. I'm not sure how that was index. How was that? ID? And this should be number, and that should be bingo square array, I think. And that's not working. Was that my own map function? No, it was not. Value, oh, because it's value first and then index. And then the type is bingo. Oh, it's bingo or null. Okay, and then we should be able to put index in here. Oh, and it's not ID, it's key. And then it still does not work, I guess because of the lower layer. This one. So if the same thing here with the bingo square or null, and then the index and this has the number. Oh, index. Oh my god, typing is awful as always. And then we just put that here as a key. That should fix it. Okay, so that is fixed. And then the question remains, why do we not get this warning? Maybe there's nothing in it, I don't know. So let's see. Oh, because we don't call linear, we call the other one. Yeah. Okay. We get our output. So I don't get why there's a 4 in here. I would read, oh, because this is the array version, right. I thought that might be the size, but the size is here. So the result for 0 is 4. Oh no, the first element in there is 4. So the result for 2 is 4, which is correct. And then the result for, let's make this easier, 0, 1, 0, 1. And then at 0 we get 0. Yeah, it's always the lowest thing. And then at 1 we get 1, and we should get at 0.5 0.5. Okay, so that's just working as expected. Okay, so now that works with interpolation. What happens here if I go 1.15? Works. Okay, so I guess we implement value ourselves. As I do this with sections now, which has the left and the right value, we have the same decision as they have. If we have like a constant value, which one do we pick? And I think we always go from left to right with this, so we would pick the left value. Meaning that if we have the section and we have the interpolation type, which here would be value. I don't know what step actually is. Let's check what step does. Evaluates interpolating step function on the set of distinct numbers at the point x, or a set of points for a function. But isn't the step function basically the same as the value function? So, oh, maybe, yeah, maybe that's why value wasn't available, because basically step does what I want, I think. It is basically always type. Let's just see. Okay, if we get 2, 2 is somewhere between those numbers, so somewhere between 0 and 3. I get 0. 0 is exactly here, I get 0. And then 8 is the last value, I get -3. Let's see what happens if we do, oh, extrapolation works. So after the last value, it will always be 2. That's actually exactly what I want. So we do that. We have step, we have linear, and we have polynomial. And then we have start and end point, and it will always be 2 values, I think, for now. If I later want to make it more complicated, I could, like, if you get another color here, maybe green, or this color, maybe the first one, how did it not pick the color? Okay, maybe the first one is just 0. You can't see that, right? Now you should be able to see it. Then we go on here and we have like linear. So the first one would be step function. Then we would do linear. And then for the last 3, we could do polynomial for all 3 together. So a polynomial would be laid through this that fits the entire thing. Which would be nicer than having, and that's what we do first. What we're gonna have is we have a polynomial that lays through these, and then another one that gets laid through that. So we only do sections. So we will first do PP, where later we might want to combine these and just call them P together. There's no benefit in doing this for linear, but there is for polynomial. So I'm not sure how I want to differentiate that. But yeah, that's basically the thing. Maybe I just actually I could switch this to not be start and end point, but a set of x and y values. And if I just have multiple parts, I use it like that. Actually, maybe that's smart. So I don't understand the sections as between sample points, but rather consecutive sample points of the same type. Okay, why not? And then actually that would be samples of type sample point, and it would just be an array, I think. What is interesting here, or would be interesting, would be the start and the endpoint still. But I mean, I can make sure that there's always at least 2 points. And if not, I just throw an error, because that should not be allowed. So maybe just make this section, check that first. Also, this could get in default, but I think that's not worth it. Samples, sample points, interpolator, type. How was the type def thing again? I think here I have that. Nope. I think it's not open. Bingo board. Yes. Come on, where is it? I know I did that. I guess it's in the goals. Here. Okay. Export a type. In interpolation type. And that's this. Interpolation type. And then we can have the same thing here. And then samples can be samples. And in interpolator can be interpolator. And these must be const then? Because that will never change. Read only, I guess. Read only. No, not. No initializer and is not defined assigned in a constructor. Whoa. Oh. There was a little C++ leaking, I guess. Okay, and then we do check that if samples length is smaller than 2, I could actually just make sure that this works by getting an first and last sample point and then an array of in-betweens. because later when I try to get these, I would implement an first and a last method, which I could spare by that. Maybe we do that. Read only start sample point and then end sample point between, and that is this, that is that, and then we do it like that. And start between. Oh, do I even need the constructor then? I mean, to make sure that it exists. But it would be anyway, right? So I think I no longer need that one then. What I need is get y, or rather f maybe just, and then x number. I mean, I don't care that I have to do a certain thing around every time to make it an array, so we can just directly get the number and then always again return number array. So we have the same pattern like the library has. Oh yeah, we can't do it like this if it's read-only. Which means that it can be... Does it need to be let because it's changeable? I mean, I could just read what the error thing says. Constructor method access property. Oh, because it's a class right now. Oh, and if I do an interface out of it, it cannot have a function rate. So actually, read only is correct. And we need a constructor, and that will take all these and then just set it up. Sets it up. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, and then grab these again, put them in here. We do it like that. Oh, that was a bit much. No, can't I do... Yeah, okay. And then make it look better a bit. Then return number there. And then this will... what is the... Is switch just switch in TypeScript? Where is it? There. Show me switch in TS. I think it's just a switch, but I'm not sure if it has like the same checks as in it makes sure that every type must be present. So let's see. We have this, and then we have just the cases. Could I do interpolation type dot? Is that possible? interpolation type dot, no. Okay. Let's see. Why does it not take break? Oh. Something there. Okay, so it does not check if every option is used. But I think it's not that many here, so we just take it like that. I guess there will be better ways to define this, so that I actually have this maybe with an enum or something. But I think this is simply enough that we won't use that, won't need that. I think. Yeah. Because the type check will make sure that this is valid, right? I can't put something else in there. It's not compatible. So I'm fine with that. Step linear polynomial. Okay. And then we do I'm not sure if we even need to do a default value, because it should know that every option is set, right? So here we can get the things. So here we do step of x giving, and that we should do first. Big X. Actually, that's const big X is can I do that like this? Start dot, oh, this start dot X and dot difficulty. I think I shouldn't go with difficulty here. That's very confusing for this algorithm in itself. From outside, I can just define that this will be the X value, but in here, it should just be X and Y, so it's easier to read. So we'll make X out of this and Y out of that. Okay, and then in between, we will have the between stuff mapped to this, and we do the same thing for Y. Oh, Y. And then we should have X and Y, and this should work. Can I find step? Oh, step linear polynomial. Polynomial. Can I find step? Okay, that's not the same Y. I was wondering if that's scoped. So we could just do 0 with this, or I don't know, -1. Actually, there's no useful value for this. And it will be overwritten anyway. Oh, because it's not even correct. It's not even a number, it's just an empty array. Any, okay, so we make you number actually. And then this as number array. Okay. Oh, but then of course it's not const. It's, I don't know, what was the difference between var and let? JavaScript var versus let. Oh, var is like global. Nah, no, thank you. No, never, never. I wonder if I used that anywhere. Var. Oh, interesting. That somehow makes sense to have it globally available. Why do I have, oh, as resource, yeah. Okay, we don't have var, that's good. So, oh, 5 minutes left. No, that will be a little short. I wanted to do it like that, or should I just do, like, return that thing? Because that would be fine. I still keep the break, I think. My god. Okay, I still keep the break, because if I switch that later, I think not having the break there is just awful. Because it's so easy to make that mistake without noticing. And then you go into the next loop. Polynomial. So that just works now, I think. So we have our sections now with the sample points. Polynomial also has just that, right? Yeah, just that, just that, just that. Okay, I think that's done now. And we can use and print it, which basically means that, where's the graph? There's the graph. We don't need this anymore. Don't need that. We have the graph with its sections. And then sample, inverse sample. I'm not sure how to name things here, but what we would do here now is how do I do that? But basically, I would go through all these sections, filter them, and just see if like sec dot start dot x is smaller than x value, and then I take, I don't know, last index off, if something like that works. I guess I can just do it like that. Const something, and then I could do sum of sum dot length minus 1, I guess. Const value, and that value would be the sample point that applies, the section that applies here, because we have the sections ordered. Like, that's the condition. or ordered from 0 to high value. Yeah, and then I should now, because I have this section, just be able to return that. Oh, interesting. I don't get amount percentage back. And I don't know why I can convert this X in this. I guess because the problem is that this takes anything, but it actually just takes numbers, I think. So I'm not sure if it can interpolate between those types. Most likely not. This is percentage or percentage area. Oh my god, this is so awful. Okay, it's not ready yet. Okay, now this will work, but I think I wanna have this as the in and output, which means that here I need a value, and I just assume that they all are in the same type and not some like that, some like something else. And then for this, I guess we do the switch back now. I need to be quick here. Let return be number array, and then like this, return red.map value to new amount of percentage from value dot to string. I guess something like that. Not sure if that works. I'm not sure if I like it, but with that, it should be possible to return val.f of x of value. And why it does not, we'll check next time. Oh, because of this and this. Okay, I need to stop. Continue here, make this work for an array. Okay. With that, we quickly end because I need to run. Let's go to the end screen. Thanks everyone for watching. Was fun. Bye. We'll do tomorrow all day this, I think, from like Central European time, I don't know, 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m. I have no idea. And then we get huge progress. With that, thanks for watching and was fun.